Hello and welcome to Let's Grow Shopping. I go to a place every week and people have been going there for like 7 years, twice a week, 4 hours of a morning, and there's never been a toilet. Today's little project is building a composting toilet for them, and the vast majority of the clientele that go there are women, and I don't want to give away their age, but they're in the mature years, and so the toilet is a really limiting factor on their experience there, because the nearest toilet is a 15-minute each way walk away. So we're going to try and solve that little problem by giving them somewhere to go. We blokes can go behind a tree, women have a different problem. So this video I'll show you what my toilet looks like. This subject's quite dear to my heart, I've been doing it for a while. I'll show you what the raw materials of the new toilet are going to look like. I'll build the toilet, and then if we've got time I'll explain the process of what happens with the toilet after you've made it and why everyone should be doing it. And so this is the current throne that lives in my ex-chicken coop. I kicked the chickens out of the large coop area and put this in there so I could go every morning. And it's simply a wooden chair with a toilet seat on it and a 20-litre bucket to catch what comes out. Simple, okay? So I'll describe the workings of this later, but for now, this is the chair that we scavenged off the side of the road, thanks Bronwyn. And to make the toilet, there's a piece of plywood in the background that I'm going to use as the flat seat bed. And I'll just grab, we've got a brand new toilet seat here. So the only expensive part of this, or the only thing that really costs any money at all, is the toilet seat. And because of the clientele of the toilet, I thought a good, nice toilet seat is very needed to encourage usage. But you can see that that toilet isn't quite going to fit on the chair, or the seat isn't going to quite fit on the chair. So I'm going to butcher the chair a little bit and extend it out. And there's a piece of timber in the background there for an old bed that I'm going to extend. Let me just put this down. I'm going to cut the chair on both sides about there and extend the front out and put a new arm down the side. And then when you've made the seat, I use an old plant pot to make it so that what comes out stays in the bin and doesn't spill over anywhere. And you just need a plant pot that goes nice and neatly like that into a 20-litre bucket. So this is probably about, I don't know, 10 or 12 litre plant pot. And we use an angle grinder to make it work. And yeah, once you've put the flat seat bed over the top of that with a hole in it, put the toilet seat on, we are good to go. So let's get on with this. yeah, we just had a short intermission for a green smoothie to tidy up a bit while the paint dries. I've given the top a bit of a coat of something because if there are any spills, they're not the kind of spills that you want to soak in. You want to be able to wipe it off. So yeah, all we've got left to do now is silicone in the plant pot top and put the seat on, and it's finished. So yeah, let's get stuck in. That's it, toilet finished. Fantastic. Right, now I'll show you what to do when the toilet's in commission. Well, here we are, where all the business is conducted. This is the old chicken coop with the old front door from the house on it. You can see the chickens still live pretty close by. They're just in the meshed bit next door. But if we go through the door, this is where the toilet normally lives with all the chicken food. So beautiful aerated room. I've got a spare bucket there for when I clean it. So it takes me a week on my own to fill this bucket. And what you do is make your deposit, which for me is once a day, usually in the morning. And I put one scoop, that old jug, I fill a scoop of leaves. I go to a park and actually mow leaves and bring them home like a trailer load, about a cubic meters worth of leaves every year. And I put them in wheelie bins, and this is my brown material for the Humanure toilet. So your own compost, your own waste is very nitrogen rich, and you need some brown material to balance that out. So you can see there's leaves in there, you can still see a bit of toilet paper, that doesn't really matter. And there's no smell. So it obviously smells when I'm on the toilet, as it does with most people, I would imagine, unless we are telling porcupines. But after an hour or so, it doesn't smell at all. And so yeah, you just leave the seat down, and as I say, it takes me a week to fill that up. That's just me, so my family don't use it. And every week I have to go and empty it. So I got 2 bins, and it took me a year and just by coincidence, the reason I'm making this video now of all times is because I started it the whole Humanure process 2 years ago this month, and it took me a year to fill this bin, and I've left that sit for a year, so I'm going to open it in a minute. And this other bin, which is a lot larger, I've still a lot more to go to fill it. And this one, it smells, but it's not like that bad. It smells a lot better than you would think for just being full of human poo and wee and leaves. Both of them are full of worms usually. You'll see this. So that's what it looks like when it's been in there for a while. So yeah, all your nitrogen rich urine and poo gets mixed up with the brown of the leaves, and compost is created. And so I leave it a year. I think some people leave it only 6 months, other people leave it 2 years. I don't eat a lot of meat, like I'm pretty much vegan. And I don't drink a lot, I'm not on prescription drugs or anything. So yeah, what goes in there is fairly clean, as it were. And this is what it looks like after a year. So it's less than half full. The grass has grown up through it, and tree roots, and this chartreuse mulberry that I planted about the same time as I put this bin in, as soon as it found I think the Humanure bins with its roots, man, it exploded. And essentially that is what this Humanure is for. I'm not going to put it on my veggies, and I am going to, for the first time ever, just stick my hand in it. And wow, it's unbelievable stuff. It's just dark brown organic matter. There's not anything recognisable in there in the slightest bit. The worms have completely turned it into amazing stuff. And I just smelt it. There is absolutely zero smell. In fact, it smells like awesome soil, if I'm being perfectly honest. That is the stuff dreams are made of where plants are concerned. So I'll be putting this all over my fruit trees. It's essentially 100% worm castings. There's usually, when it's damp after the rain, there are worms all up around the lid and everywhere. And now when I want to show you it, obviously there's none. But yes, it is fantastic gear. And that is why I think everyone should be doing it. Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. Bit of an insight into the Humanure process. Hopefully I have some happy customers tomorrow when I go and install this in their shed. I should say, customers, I'm doing it for nothing. This is what I love doing. So yeah, should be interesting. Until next time, let's grow shopping.